All right, well, let's talk to Simon Calder now. Why are people getting caught out by these new regulations? He's joining us live from Bilbao, of all places. Simon, what's happened here? How come? Because I'll read some comments out in just a second that we've had. In fact, I'll read one out now. Natasha says, "I work in the travel industry. We knew about this in December. Why is it only coming out in the media now?"
Well, that's because, like a lot of people in the media, I guess I didn't make enough fuss. I knew about it. It's all because of the Terrorist Travel Prevention Act signed in the US last year. And I hadn't, at that stage, and I apologise to everybody out there, I hadn't done the calculations. And it appeared that it was going to be a tiny problem. It isn't. There are 1.3 million passports that were issued that don't, and this is in 2006. You can see the symbol at the bottom there, and the one which is missing. If you've got a passport without that symbol, then it's not going to be valid for travel. And of those people, I reckon 80,000 will be heading to the US and will be in the same awful position as Chris and Louisa unless they take action now.
The first, sorry to interrupt, Simon, but the first handover of old passport to new passport is where we've got that new symbol. The very early ones don't carry all the information required, do they?
Well, that's an interesting interpretation. It's not one that I've heard. What I do know is that in error, the US Customs and Border Protection sent out emails to anybody whose passport was valid from, had been issued before October 2006 and said, your ESTA is cancelled because your passport isn't biometric. And they even did that to people who did have biometric passports. It appears that the American authorities had the wrong idea about when biometric passports in the UK came into effect. It was April 2006, the first were issued, October 2006, no more biometric passports were issued, and it's the people caught up in those 6 months in between, like poor Chris and Louisa, who are going to face problems unless they take action and get a new passport.
So that's what I'm saying. So now what happens? So if I'm looking at my passport, I'm going to America, I haven't got that symbol, what do I do?
OK, if you're going tomorrow, well, good luck. You're going to have to get a same-day renewal appointment. That means you can get a passport within 4 hours if, of course, like Chris and Louisa, you can actually manage to get an appointment at one of the passport centres. That's going to cost you £128. Alternatively, if you've got a week before you go, then you qualify for the fast-track renewal. Again, you've got to have an appointment at a passport centre. That's £103. If you've got 3 weeks, well, thank goodness for that. You can just apply for a renewal in the normal way, £72.50, and you don't need to go to a passport centre. But honestly, for everybody, by the way, go and have a look at your passport expiry date now. Even if you're not going anywhere near America, check that it's going to be valid for your upcoming holiday. And remember, if you're going to Turkey or to Egypt, you're going to need 6 months remaining from when you leave the country.
OK, thank you very
Simon.
much.
Thank you both very much indeed. Thank you.